We are live. Wee. Wee. Nice. Misery says, good morning, Yuri. Morning, Misery. I don't know how long I'll be on because I'm waiting for my house panels to come in or whatever, the vinyl siding. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be on. It could be like 2 hours, could be 3 hours or whatever. We'll kind of see. But yeah, I get stuff I gotta like do on the house. Reaper Put, welcome in. Yeah, like I said, we'll kind of see how today goes with how long I stream. It might be ended really abruptly. Oh yeah, housework is always fun though. Yeah. Like I said, I had a couple of vinyl siding pieces get ripped out during a storm, which is weird because it's like in a spot where you wouldn't think that it could happen because it's under the hoof of the roof. It's like very unlikely for that to happen, but that's exactly where it happened. So, and of course it cracked and it broke in pieces, and like I couldn't just slip it. I could just slip it back in there, but there would be like holes in there. So now I'm gonna do it for realsies. I'm trying to... It just seems like once I take care of like one house issue, another house issue just pops right up. It's like always something. Not to get all complaining about it, but it's like super annoying. It's like super annoying. It's a never-ending like cycle of something going wrong with the house. Like it was that fence post I was always talking about that I repaired. I didn't really fix the fence. Like I just put an extra, like basically buried and entrenched like extra wood to like hold it up. Like it's a temporary like limp the fence along because I'm just trying to get the fence to like to like limp it along for like another 5 years or something. I don't want to spend 10 grand replacing that right now. So it's super annoying, but yeah, houses and cars. Like it was like car brakes, $500, house, There's always like some sort of an issue. Like it would be actually like really cheap to live like this if it wasn't for things constantly breaking down. In other news, I've been playing around a little bit with Godot. I want to do hand drawn tiles for all the characters and all the environmental stuff. So I kind of started playing with Godot again. I want to have that infectoid creature game. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. Is have a laboratory full of people that you infect and take over the facility slowly. That's the idea. I'm planting some Venus flytraps today, and they won't really sprout for 3 months. Do they actually kill a lot of flies? Is that the idea? Like, are they like in your garden, or are they like in your house? And is it for flies? Because I put one of those outdoor lamps that like zap the flies, and it killed like a million of them. I'm gonna buy another one for the other side of the house this year because the flies here just get out of control sometimes, and like I don't know why. I put my garbage into bins. I hide everything. I spray everything with poison so they die, and they're still just like everywhere. It's like I have to have. It must be like a thing where I have like moisture somewhere, like building up under the house, and they're just reproducing or something. But like it didn't used to be like that. In the last couple of years, they're just insane. Like I have to have lamps everywhere that kill them. I'm just trying them for the first time. It was a gift. I can barely manage to keep the average house plant alive though. Yeah, some people have a green thumb, they're like really good at that stuff. I did grow tomatoes and potatoes one year, like I was just experimenting, and I did get like a crap load of like little the cherry tomatoes. They were actually really, really good and fresh off the vine. Like I would just like once they got going, I would go out there and just get like a handful of them, like a couple of handfuls of them every single morning for like months. It was actually kind of a pretty good harvest. But I question whether this helps or worsens the problem. I question if this helps or worsens the problem. The what? Sorry, what does the Venus flytraps? Future Oil is in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Also, to be fair, I do have like the dog going in and out of the house constantly. So it's kind of like if I could only open my door once a day. You jumped the message. I think one of your messages didn't show up because like your message just says very nice. And then it says, but I question whether this helps or worsens the problem. I think one of your messages got deleted. I'm at a gas station waiting to wash the vehicle. Oh, nice. I heard they're breeding 200 million blowflies or bot flies or whatever they're called, blowflies. The ones that embed themselves into your skin and reproduce that way. I've heard of that. They lay eggs on. They capture a mosquito and they put eggs on its abdomen, and then when it senses the warmth of your skin, they use the hole that the mosquito made to embed themselves into your skin The bot flies? Is that what you're talking about? I don't think we have them here. I've never experienced a bot fly incident. Oh, thank you for the follow. Are they breeding them like on purpose, or aren't they like more tropical? Because it's like we don't really have that out here, really. Coolio says hello, hello, Coolio, welcome. I didn't realize I wasn't following yet. I forgive. No, yeah, I don't know. Who's breeding them? They are, or we are, or they are? Like the flies are, or like some? You're saying like some nefarious corporation, like. Was gonna be lazy and go to a car wash, but they are packed and they cost $35 without a trip. Just wash it at home with a hose. Just hose it down and towel it up. So what the? You find ways to spend money, man. Just do it at home, or just don't do it. I mean, you work from home. Just don't wash your car. You're fine. Your haircuts are like $50. Your car washes are $35. I mean, that adds up. You know, I think that I don't know. I think only like the dirty car thing like doesn't really bother me too much. Honestly, I think it's only the salt is what you gotta watch out for in the winter. That's what gets your car. Like once that hits your paint and chips through it, then you start getting rot. I'm at the gas station car wash, which is $12. You're giving tips? Wait, what? I was gonna be lazy. Just go to a hand car wash. They're packed and cost $35. Oh, I see. Cost even less to do it at home. Cost even less to not do it. That's the real. It's like when you're really advanced, you just don't do it. I've been driving it dirty for a while now. The rain will come. Let the gods take care of it. You know it's gonna rain as soon as you do it. Are you garage capped? Are you putting your car in the garage, or are you just kind of... I keep my car outside. Someone wrote "watch me" on the rear. Oh, do they really? Oh my god, that's brutal. Maybe it is time to take action, because if they can like visibly write things in your car. In the garage? Slipknot fan, what's going on? Did you see that video I sent you on Discord? It's Tintinitis related. Thought it might help. I don't know. Check it out. Thanks for the carnivore vid. We'll check it out. Yeah. Well, the guy's talking about it, and he went full carnivore, and he has tendonitis left after a few months of doing that. So, like, he stopped hearing the ringing. So I figured maybe that'll. Just slowly propagandizing. No crazy tire track. I like this car wash. I just drive inside the park and park inside, and the washing thing. No crazy tire track. I heard tendonitis might be related to zinc deficiency, and meat has lots of zinc. Yeah, it's not. I guess it's not like usually doctors will tell you it's permanent. Like any kind of hearing damage is permanent, but I mean, I don't know that. Listen to your doctor. But it seems like this guy is saying that his tendonitis went away. Jezebine, hello. How's it going, Jezebine? There's probably a lot of lifestyle changes that need to be implemented for optimal well-being. Yeah, probably. Feels like my car is moving, but it's not. Nice. How's it going, Jezebine? How's your morning? I guess it's not morning anymore. We're at 1:30ish. $19.40. So you guys are at what? 7:40 right now, PM? Nice. I'm in the UK. Nice. Have you seen the new AI program called Seed Dance? No, I think I've heard of that. Is it like really good? By the way, was that Spider-Man trailer, was that real or not? Because I keep hearing mixed reviews about whether that was whether it was AI or not. Some people are saying that Spider-Man trailer with Nicolas Cage was fake, and some are saying it's real. I don't know if anyone has an update on that, because I try to look into it, but I didn't have the patience or time. It's making Hollywood level. Oh, the one with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt fighting. They're almost indistinguishable for real movies. My only thing is, I don't know how many times they're re-rolling the dice, because your kind of like control is limited. Like if you need a specific scene, I don't know how many times I have to re-roll the dice to get that. And if you make subsequent scenes that you want to match with those other scenes, is that possible, right? Like if they took that one scene and then added in conversations that were just people talking from different angles, like is that something I can hold and be able to, do? And it looks totally real. I sent short of Ethan versus John Wick. In which part of Discord? Yap chat. I saw the Brad Pitt. Yeah. I just don't know if they can make a full movie because the coherence. Be nice to women, people, says someone. Simon Chauve says, "Be nice to people, women." Thank you for the advice. We will be. Yep. Okay. We will be nice to women. We'll try. Okay. Yep. Chat. Okay. Let me check that out really quick. Wait. I can't turn it down for some reason. This is crazy. If this is AI, that's insane. Because it looks coherent. Like what I'm watching right now doesn't look just discombobulated mess. It looks like something that. And the action doesn't look bad. That's the sad part. Is like the fighting actually doesn't look that bad. Wow. Anyway, so it's over. I guess it's over. When the subject is AI, the answer is always the same. Not right now, but look how much it has improved in the future. AI will be perfect in everything. 1,000 times better than anyone. I mean, from what I just saw, that's very upset. That's very upsetting. Yeah, like everyone. That's the funny thing is everybody's replaceable too. Like nobody's safe at all. Like to make that scene would have cost millions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, with the actor, paying the actors and stuff like that. But now it's like. I mean, I don't know how long that took them and how many times they had to re-roll the dice to make a coherent fight scene like that. I mean, they changed angles. It looked like it was cutting to different angles too, and it was relatively I mean, if you compare it to the best action movie, no. But in terms of was that good enough for an average action movie, maybe a little bit above average? 100% AI. It's totally convincing, a real bro. It's over. It's over. Just go unload trucks. There's nothing else you can do in the economy. It's over. That's crazy. I remember that, what's his name? He's an American director. He's black. I forget his name. He's I can't remember his name, but he's he makes a lot of it's on the tip of my tongue. He was gonna build a huge studio, and then he saw the AI stuff, like when they showed a premiere of like what was going to be coming around the corner, and he canceled the building the he canceled building the his studios because he like realized it's over. I have a theory that it won't work. It's totally convincing, like a real. But it already is working though. Like, I mean, you know, there's still a lot of goofiness there, but. I think the problem is we're in a moment of novelty. We're in a moment of novelty. Yeah, but like honestly, I didn't think it would get. I didn't think AI would get to that level. Like what I just saw just now, like the coherency. I mean, I don't see how that they wouldn't be able to just pump out action movies. The interesting thing would be is if you got to design your own movie. Like it would show you kind of like what you like. Let's say I show it my artwork and it's like design, you know, just kind of show me a movie with like this kind of stuff, and you just go stop and then adjust stuff and be like, I'll redo that part. You know, like that would be like kind of interesting. But it's like saying now with AI you can create your book, your workbook, your course. Right, but you can though, right? Like. It's so much easier. Like when I was installing Linux Mint on that computer, I did it all through ChatGPT. Like we just kept going in circles until we would figure it out, pin down the problem. The truth is that creating anything takes a lot of work and requires genius. Did you see that video though? Like apparently not. Like I'm on your side. Like I hope that doesn't happen, but it's like I just don't. I already saw something that was like very compelling looking. Samantha says, hi again, I'm really loving this. Thank you. Do you know the movie company in England called Hammer Studios? They made the Dracula movie with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Otherwise, what you have is an ultra-saturated market of junk. Yeah, no, it will be, I mean, it'll be like, I think the future is going to be personalized movies. Like, you're going to be like this is what you'll do. You log into a website and you'll be like, what do I want to watch, right? And you'll go, oh, like Tom Cruise, we'll do like Starship Troopers, but change this and that, and then it'll do like within like 15 minutes, it'll render out like a personalized film for you live, right? Like I think that's gonna be the future. Is there's not gonna be movies. It's just gonna be everyone's gonna be watching their own version of reality that they want to see. That's what I mean. What else would that lead to, right? Like. A guy made some AI horror shorts in style of Hammer Studios. It looks realistic and just like Hammer made it. Yeah. Maybe in the future it'll be personalized dreams, where you just order like what kind of a dream you want to see. I think Hammer made it. I don't think Hammer made any zombie movies, so the guy made a zombie short. Nice. Sadly, Reaper, the vast majority of people aren't lovers of art. They like Flash. Yeah, they like Flash. And really, who cares about actors anymore? They are evil people, at least here in the West. That's true. Yeah, a lot of them are very. Yeah. We are human, we need substance, spirit. I agree, like... it's just that I look at TikTok and it's like mostly just AI content now. So I don't think that that's gonna turn around. I think people might end up boycotting AI. I think legislation. The only thing that could possibly stop it, and I don't think that'll even work, to be honest, just because the U.S. has basically the laws that have been passed with like you can't slow down AI. There's like no regulations on it for the next 10 years or whatever. So I think I don't think there's going to be any stopping AI at all, because of that. But yeah, legislation is the only way you could possibly try and overturn it. Like AI is impressive for now, but people want real stuff. What if you can't tell if it's real? Alright, like... Remember that meme with Will Smith eating spaghetti and how silly that all was? I mean, if I didn't know... Like I said, I'm seeing videos now where I can't tell what is real. So, I don't think... Like, I hate where things are going, but I'm just being like objective. I just don't see. Ironically, AI can identify AI. With AI, you can identify AI to a point. Like, it'll tell you the percentage of, like, if someone writes using AI, it can tell you that it's within an 80-degree probability that it is AI. So it's kind of like it can detect AI-ish behavior for sure. In fact, this is revolutionizing the world of drawing. Oh, like they can scan your picture. What website do you go to? I want to scan my pictures and see if it'll say it's AI. Like, it's like 100% AI, bro. I wanna do the test. I watched a lot of videos. Like, I went down this rabbit hole where this chick, she was like kind of explaining. She was like going through like artists that have been accused of using AI and stuff, and yeah, it was pretty. And some of it is pretty obvious. It ranges from pretty obvious to it's like maybe. There's a lot of big names being caught using all sorts of tricks to draw. It ruins an artist's career. I think if you're saying that you were drawing it, right? Like if you're saying that like I drew this out of my mind, or used references for anatomy or something, yeah, if you're saying that, then that would. But I guarantee there's gonna be artists that go, hey, listen, I use AI to like build my stuff or whatever. Like it's like that game. What was the game? Expedition 33, that French game, where they used AI to prototype certain banners and things like that, and they replaced it with real work, but they use it as prototyping. Call of Duty is already doing it. All these companies are doing it. I think it's like, it's already like in there, like entrenched use of it. I saw a video showing Shelby and been using AI for her art. I saw a video of Shelby had been using AI for. Well, maybe that's the one I saw. Was the girl in the video Slipknot? Was she Asian? Maybe we watched the same video. I think we might have watched the same video. Yeah, I went down the whole rabbit hole, and dude, there's been people that caught at conventions selling art. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be if you show up to a convention to sell your artwork and like people say, like, obviously it's a very sensitive topic. Like, no one wants to accuse you of that because if they're wrong, you're like calling their work AI slop. You know what I mean? You're just like, dude, that's AI. And the but no, no, no. Like actually, like if you looked at the artwork, it straight up looked like early, like it just had like it's like it looks super AI-ish. You know what I mean? Official says I got a Pegzy donut. I got a Pegzy donut. What the? What? I don't know what a Pexy donut is. Is that like some sort of a special thing or like a localized restaurant? Never heard of it. I was saying that yesterday the best thing is to create something with AI, tell everyone about it, and brazenly sell it. Okay. I think the girl was black and Shelby is a Caucasian girl. Okay. Nah, she must have been somebody else. But yeah, I've been watching those like videos sometimes about the art controversy in the art sort of world. Oh, Jen Jen says hello. Hey, 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 Jen Jen. How's it going, Hooks? Thank you for the emoji. Um, I think it's Polish. Oh, the donut. Nice. I told you Shelby uses AI. Did it ruin her career? Like, is no one buying her work now that they know that, like, did it ruin it? She even bought printed works on canvas and painted over parts of. She even bought printed works on canvas and painted over parts of them. Brutal. It appears Shelby copied these anime images of deserts with smiley faces and turned them into trading cards. It appears Shelby copied these anime images of deserts with smiley faces and turned them into trading cards. Yeah, I don't even know who Shelby is. Is she like a famous artist or something? That is crazy to risk your name. Like if you're big already, like if you're a big artist and you have a following, that is kind of crazy to like do something like, you know, AI it up. She doesn't have a career at all. She's a YouTuber who makes videos of herself having crazy fits. Oh, okay. I mean, two people know about her, right? At the end of the day, I still like Shelby, but I'm not too bothered about her using AI, so Slipknot fan. Okay. Um... They got one of Disney's most famous poster artists. He stole everything. He took design. I heard about that. From 1930s and simply copied and transferred them. You know, I heard about the Disney controversy. There was somebody like at Disney doing the covers of like the DVDs and stuff, the posters. Like he was like 100% like. I did hear about that one. feel bummed out today. Why? As I told you the other day, someone made 30 paintings of Jesus with AI. The SOB page had 715 million views. Oh, you're saying, yeah. Did you see that one story where like one kid was like, I don't know how he was doing it, but he was putting like Halo armor on himself using AI, like Warhammer armor, and he wasn't like a real cosplayer because that stuff takes forever to build, like in real life. Like building a costume like that takes months to build if you know what you're doing. And this kid was taking photos of himself like in a different costume, like every day, and people started calling him out because it was like super unrealistic because like all the armor looked amazing, right? And that, but the thing is that it was already too late. He already like made money because he like, you know what I mean? Like his Instagram account like blew up, and like the people, like most people don't care or know that it wasn't real. They just go like and move on. So it's like all these real cosplayers that are taking months to build this stuff are just like you can't compete. Like if you're honest, like you're just gonna lose. If there's no consequences, then the smart ones are the ones making a lot of money from it. Yeah, it looks like that. So, Sublux7, hey all, what's up? What's going on, Sublux? Welcome. The Twitch chat is a little quiet today, but YouTube is popping off. We're just talking about AI and stuff. I spent a week making orange-hitted keychains for an anime market, and tiny blind boxes, Valentine stuff. I still have a sewing project I need to do today, and I'm being lazy. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So do you go to the thing to like sell the stuff you made, like we have a farmers market where like the locals get together and they sell like their crocheting and stuff. Do you try to sell it, or do you just like just create it? Exactly. We're the fools for waiting to learn anatomy at an artistic levels. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm hopeful that that word is pronounced crochet. Did I not say it right? Crochet. I'm just starting back at trade shows this year. Usually do art shows. Gotcha. So you do sell stuff? That's nice. Very cool. We have like local town stuff where you always see like people selling their like, they have like a tent up and they'll try and sell their like paintings and things they've made. It's pretty interesting to walk through. I've never ever bought like anything at one of those, but maybe like one day I'll buy a cool knife made out of a deer antler or something. I don't know. My daughter does anime markets a lot. Her art is very cute. Mine is more not trendy, weird stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, same. I'm in the same boat. I can't make like the trendy stuff that would like be. It's hard to find customers for elevator monsters and things of that nature. Hope you sell everything. Get 200 orders. Yeah. guess also there's been a slew of like in the 3D printing world, people are like those craft shows, like not craft shows, but you know those like little ma and pa in like local towns, like you'll see those stores where they sell like kind of like porcelain like little dolls and like cups and beads and you know things of that nature. There's like this whole like it's a whole thing, right? And people have been just like completely filling them up with like these 3D printed snakes and like you know just 3D printed stuff, just tons and tons and tons of it. I guess it's been like even those shops have been like super slopified just because they're like full of like 3D printed like AI generated like snakes or dragons or something. It's kind of neat at first. Like when you first see it, it is kind of neat. My husband made me a bit sad because he doesn't want me to do this summer art walk. Oh, gotcha, yeah. But you're wrong, Yuri. Millions love monsters and dark art. No, they do. I only sold 300 worth last year, but the event and prep cost me like 500. Lol. Yeah. That's the thing is like, yeah, doing those shows, it's like, it's kind of hard to, I don't know. People say they walk away with a lot of money, but, I guess you gotta find your people or whatever, you know. To be fair, like I told you, there are art platforms that don't accept AI. You know what happens? What happens? There are still 750,000 pages of works for sale. There's no criteria. Okay. It's really annoying. A lot of people selling ink marks on the canvas for 4K. Where's this? Where's this? Where's these shows? I want to go see where they're doing that. Sachi. Search on Google Sachi art. You just got home? There you go, buddy. Now I'm gonna vacuum the interior of my Honda Pilot for free. There you go. I've never even once, not even once in my entire life, have I considered giving money to wash my car, dude. Like, never. And if I didn't have a hose and, like, if I couldn't do it at home, like, because I have, like, everything I need at home to wash it if I really wanted to. Even if I couldn't do it, like, I just wouldn't do it. Like, I would never give someone money for that. And I would, the only reason I paid for, like, haircuts is that I didn't realize you could just do it yourself. Like, I thought it was, like, I thought you had to be, like, a genius to cut hair. And then I tried it, and I was, like, really good at it, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, I don't know why I thought you had to go to school for this. At least I can cut my own hair and make myself look like a person. You gotta make a haircutting stream? Nah, I'd rather do it alone. I'd rather not have people watch me. I'm good off that for sure. Oh, you know what would work well here? Is a little bit of a... Because the perspective-wise that, we got, this is a little bit closer to us here. I'm thinking I can play as that focus out of focus game here a little bit, because it kind of looks like that a little bit. The lamp here is like a little fuzzy. I can try and do the out of focus thing here and see how that goes. Hold on. Sorry guys, gotta move the little pouch. Get drool on my picture here. That was embarrassing. Search on Google. Well, let me look up this Saatchi art. Is this what you were saying that was bad, or was it good? I forgot already. But yeah, I need to play around more with the fuzzy effects, the out of focus kind of look. Saatchi art. Images. Is this bad? I don't know. Some of it looks okay. Some of it looks kind of. I don't know if all of it is what you're saying it is. Instagram. Like I don't know which ones of these are just different pictures. Some of it does look. I'm not sure. I just don't know. How do I go to Saatchi Art's Instagram so I can just see the work? Saatchi Art, original art for sale. Okay. Oh, this is it's got Jar Jar Binks in like 1940s like garb, like it's like a black and white photo. Is this AI or is this? It's got little girl painting. I thought this was a Banksy painting. Like, isn't this like that person in France that keeps graffitiing everything? That Banksy person. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm looking at right now. I don't know if this is if I'm looking at her, because some of this art is other people's art, isn't it? Or I don't know. So yeah, some of it is just random Like $1,500 title memory paint, dude. Dude, I'm just saying, some of the not, what's the word for the art where it's everything. There's all kinds of artists here. Yeah, like some of the art that I don't like is like the abstract art that's clearly like $1,700. It's like imagine the bottom of the refrigerator where your kids took a crayon and drew a crude pictures there. Like that's $1,700, dude. Wow. So this one's neat. This one's got $1,100. It's like two weird birds and they're like in the water. Like this one's good, actually. This one's good. Yeah, but some of these are just I just don't. $3,800, dude. And it's like it's kind of like graffiti, but with like crayons. I could see this being good. Like I like the little faces there. I can kind of see this being good if it wasn't terrible. Like, some of these range from like an interesting to just awful, and then they're all very pricey. Okay, I do. Never mind. I hate the art world. Never mind. The fact that these cost like $4,000 for just trash, dude. Like, you can just take a picture of what your kid drew in the corner of his like room somewhere and like get the same result. Okay, I'm officially a hater of that world. I hate it. I don't know what kind of gods they pray to like get a deal where they can like pass that. It's just crazy to me that someone's eating, like, they're selling that and they're eating, like, real food every day, not feeling guilt, not losing sleep, like... Like I said, I have seen the sort of the art that's got the weird lines for no reason, but I've seen like good versions of it, I think. That kind of art, and I've seen like stuff I like. It's just that what I just saw was like really awful. Enter the drawing category. In theory, the deal is simple. People want to decorate their homes. People are selling their work for $2,000 a week. I'm definitely gonna. You know what I'm gonna start doing on Instagram when I post that like a commission I sell to someone. I'm gonna say it's sold and stuff, so people get the idea that I am selling my artwork. Because I think a lot of times, like I just say no commissions because like I mostly just do commissions through this stream, like of people I know on the stream. I don't usually do the commissions like through Instagram because it's a lot of scammers and a lot of people who like you answer and they just don't answer back. So I don't do it on there. I just say no commissions. But if someone's like they got to the Discord, you know what I mean? If they're like if they got all the way to the Discord, I feel like it's safe to assume they're not gonna like. But as I said, there are no more criteria. Everything is called art. Everything is equally valuable. I guess it's in the eye of the beholder. It's just my brain. Like my brain wants things to be tuned up so much that I don't like. It's like I like precision and I like concreteness to things, and and sort of believability. So when it's just that is crazy that someone's like making money doing that. Not to be an outright hater, but I'm in full hate mode today. Sorry, like I have to hate a little bit. You gotta purge out the hate sometimes, you know? Let your hair down. I think it's like everything else. More work equals more value. Until you see these paintings, bro. A magnificent wooden structure can't be worth the same as a piece of wood. But that's what I'm saying, dude. I looked at that website and there was like scribbles that people are selling for 4K. Like unless I'm like too low IQ to understand the genius of it. Like you know what, a game that I would like put in a like high category of like something that is um that I really liked that didn't make any sense, but it was like an it was a game that was like an art project, and it kind of has this what do you call it? It like has this abstract feel to it, right? The game isn't like really about anything except you leaving the city. It was made by the French brothers I really like that made Straftat, and it's like this concrete hellscape, right? With like these, it's kind of like, I don't know, it has like Eastern European vibes because everything's like this a concrete nightmare, and then like you're walking around these weird streets with monolithic buildings and I forget the name of it, but it's just like this kind of like art game where you just walk around and you can talk to some of the NPCs that are like still there, and it's like a very eerie, uncomfortable feeling. Like the whole game is like that, right? But your job is to like to talk to certain people and like figure out how to leave the city. And I would put that as like a very high level abstract art where it doesn't tell you anything necessarily. You just like feel things, and it's like very like, you know what I mean? That I can see is like if someone said this is art, I'm like, yes, I felt things during this, and it was like kind of introspective or whatever. I think I saw shorts of that game. Yeah, play through it. It's very like mollycolly, or what's that word? Mollycolly or whatever. It's just like I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I guess it's like if you've ever been like lost in a city or something, and it's strange. Oh, and also what was interesting is everything is misspelled. Like it's like every single thing that's written on the walls is like written by a dyslexic like if I wrote it, like everything has a mistake in every single word, and it's just like kind of it's just like but what's funny is you can still read it. Like when you first look at it, you're like you read it right, but then when you like really look, all the letters are like not what they're supposed to be. And it's like that was weird and trippy. It was just a weird and trippy experience that I was like, I would put that in the high art category because I actually felt like something. There was effort put into that experience. And yeah, all the games they make are on that like high level. Even Straftat is like very kind of like that. And they just made a game called Volume. Well, they released a demo where it's a running level. It's like the game Edge or whatever, where you have to run through buildings, kind of like that parkour stuff. It's kind of like that, but over exaggerated a lot. And yeah, but it's got like, you know, the art. It's like the dystopian architecture is like what really sells it for me. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not really interested in the movement game, but I like the demo. I have a painting teacher. She paints pictures of animals full of chaotic abstractions around them. I have a painting teacher. She paints pictures of animals full of chaotic abstractions around them. That's what I consider art. Yeah. And I'm not saying that like art is better necessarily, that there's more strictness to it and like it's all geometrically like accurate. Like that's not what I'm saying. But you can like feel when there's like effort and when there's not effort. I think my weakness is I put too much emphasis on like rendering necessarily without making it like sort of a kind of transcend. I don't think any of my pictures have transcended to like that next level as far as artwork. They're just like very nicely drawn pictures. See, I'm trying to make it fuzzy. I'm gonna do all of this in like that kind of fuzzy it up to kind of make this look like it's out of focus here, and play around with the focus thing. I might do that in the background too with this and this in the hand, kind of make that all of that out of focus, and I think that's gonna be like really nice. So I'm not saying that like it's that like I don't think I've transcended to the next level of art where it's like artwork that's beyond what it is, because I'm just like kind of mostly doing a creature, and it's an interesting creature that's like sort of rendered out and nicely drawn, but it's not like really like kind of like on that level of that. Oh yeah, the game was called Abu Dhabi or something like that. Abu Dhabi, I forget the name of the city, but it was like some weird name like that. And you know, I would say that game is like a higher tier art because it has like all of these like complicated things in it. You can almost see them as like kids just drawing like the stuff they put in the game, just kind of doing doodles of that kind of stuff as they were like kids, you know, because everyone has like a theme they kind of follow from when they're kids. They kind of have like this theme that they like to do, like whether it's creatures or like certain kind of like these like little mopey, these like little weird people that I do. I've been kind of gotten on this trend of drawing big heads and big eyes, like they're kind of simplified people. I've been doing that kind of trend. So, you know, Sons of Mars are that kind of. Thank you for the follow, by the way. The Sons of Mars also kind of have a similar theme where they're like simplified and they only have 4 fingers and no noses. And I don't know why I started doing that, but I just felt compelled to. All right, I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna, as I go down, out of focus, and then I'm gonna work on that being out of focus too. But yeah, I did make some tiles in Sprite today and place them down on my map. I'm gonna hand draw everything in my game, so I'm gonna do some artwork later for that. Try to figure that out. But I kind of just want to play around with Godot, and I need to like learn programming, so I'm gonna kind of try and sneak an hour here and there to try and figure out stuff in Godot. Like I was talking about this the other day, I want to make a game where you're an infectoid creature that escapes the lab, kind of a thing. So you're like the monster expanding. It's like a little horde, and you infect rabbits and chickens they're experimenting on to gain biomass, and then you start doing the scientists and then the soldiers, and then once you get to a critical mass where you have like a little army running around of infected scientists, you can start taking on the sort of defensive infrastructure. And that's the entire premise, is you go through increasingly complicated levels where there's more defenses. Is this guy going to work? Is this guy going to work? Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about me. No, no. This guy is going to work. Yeah, he doesn't do work from home. He has to go to his like little office, and that's why they need elevator monsters. Do you guys think this has Little Nightmares vibes? I feel like it does. There's an artist I really like, Vladimir Volyegov. Vladimir Volyegov. He only paints beautiful women in dresses in the sun. He's realistic and at the same time super abstract. I think that's next level. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I'm not at the level of understanding where I want to go like super abstract like that, because I feel like you have to really know what you're doing before you remove detail. in order to make things better. I feel like you have to hit like understanding of detail to like, you know what I mean, before you start stripping things away. So I'm just not at that level. I saw a werewolf this morning somebody drew, and they kind of did that thing that I was talking about, where things in the darkness kind of disappear, the detail kind of disappears. There is a lot of detail in the werewolf, but the parts where it's like pitch black, they just black it out. And for some reason I can never do that like that. It doesn't like work for me. Or maybe I'm just like, I just can't do it for some reason. That kind of like, it's not even like that dark there, but they kind of like black everything out and it looks awesome. Oh my god, you're right. It does have Little Nightmare vibes. Nice. I do like those games. By the way, they made a new game. It's not called Little Nightmares, but it's a lot like it. I'm gonna watch a playthrough of it. It looks. I do love like the artwork in those games. Is amazing. But at the same time, I have a lot of difficulty applying abstraction to art. Not because I can't. I like full rendering. I like full rendering too, but I do think like it takes a like I think the ultimate is like to get to the like become a master renderer and then start to remove things to like get it to a higher state. You know, I tried to do that in my work on the Roman Eagle back in Golden the Black. Gotcha. I love Little Nightmares. Yeah, me too. There was another game like that where you're like a little boy and you're like running through, but it was like 2D. It wasn't 3D, and there was like all these horrific things happening. Oh, and Bramble, that Nordic game where you're like in the sort of, there's like these Norse, it's like based on Norse mythology. That one was kind of cool. I didn't finish it, but it was pretty dope. It was definitely like a very cruel game. Like it just felt like you felt the cruelty of it. It was just, everything's trying to kill you constantly. But it has a charm to it for sure. And moments of solace. Follow. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I told you about that game, Don't Starve. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's called life, right? Like, that's the whole goal of life, is don't starve. Everything else is just like a nice addition. It's the hardest game I've ever played. It's completely surreal. Don't Starve. It rings a bell. I just don't remember what that is. I'll never forget the sound effect you hear when you're starting to lose your sanity. There's a really good horror game that I did a watch through of. It's called Routine, and it's like one of those Moonbase gone wrong, like Moonbase gone haywire games. And it's basically these droids that you can shut down with your like little laser beam, but it's only done temporarily as you solve puzzles. The game is absolutely horrifying, dude. Like there's zero they're always like, I don't know. The game is just, it's unbelievably horrifying. There's no way I would ever play that like in the dark. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like puzzle solving as things are trying to murder you is absolutely the most nightmarish thing I can think of as far as gameplay. I'm like, no thanks. I'll watch you do it. And like when they grab you by your throat and pick you up, they like hit their head against you, and you see like the inside of your. You know how when you get hit really hard, you see weird images. It does that like kind of brain, like you see your brain stem kind of thing. And yeah, it's very very disturbing game. Highly recommend maybe watching a playthrough of it. I don't recommend necessarily everyone runs out and gets it because I don't think it's a for everyone kind of game for sure. But doing a YouTube watch through is like definitely worth it. But it's as disturbing as it gets. I'm looking here on Steam. Yeah, it's called Routine. It's super realistic. Yeah, it has really good, like, despite it not, I don't think it's like super advanced, but like the textures they use, and because they put that VCR kind of film over everything, it makes it look really great. The VCR effect makes everything look like it's straight up from the 80s. It's supposed to be like retro futuristic 80s kind of a thing. It's really fantastic. I love the aesthetic of it. You know, they really nailed the retro futurism there. Love it. But like I said, it's not for the light of heart, or heart of light, or whatever the phrase is. Rini Ren says, Happy Saturday, Rini Ren. How's it going? It doesn't really look right yet. I don't know if I should disperse it out more, or I think the lines are a little bit too clear, and I think that's what's messing it up a little bit in terms of making it look like it's out of focus. Because I think I did a really good job on the light picture with the eldritch creature. It looked really good in the background. This is not there yet. Oh my god, yes, happy Saturday, Rini. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, it is Valentine's Day. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. I hope everyone's having a great version of that. Hope you're enjoying that. But with me. You know? But with me. So that's great. Buy yourself some chocolates. Not you, Jen. I know you don't like chocolates. Yuri, it's raining out there. Is it raining out there? I don't think so. I think it was dry. Last time I looked, it was dry. I don't think it's raining at all. Oh my god, with the chocolates? A game that I thought was wonderful, but I haven't played it because I know it's stressful, is Alien Isolation. Yeah, I did watch throughs of that a little bit. I don't even remember last time I celebrated Valentine's Day. Same. Yeah, I never have really. Did you get your mom a gift? Isn't it for your like love interest though? Isn't Valentine's Day like it's not Mother's Day, is it? Like it's Valentine's Day. She'll be all right. Sorry, no, it's like it's not Valentine's Day is for like your love, like your whatever your lover or something, right? It's for those you. No, it's not. It's for your romantic love, not your like, not like your parental loves kind of stuff. What the Jen? That's not what it's about. I got candy for some of my friends. You're gonna send some mixed messages. They're gonna get confused about your intentions because Valentine's Day is not. Guys, please confirm this. Valentine's Day is for like someone. You're supposed to get chocolates for your like wife or something, or your girlfriend or something. Confirmed. That's what I've always believed. It's not. At least that's what I was brought up to believe. I think I'm failing a little bit on the this is out of focus front. It doesn't look out of focus. It looks kind of strange right now, like it's just fuzzy. Maybe I should have just kept that for the background and not. I think maybe I'm doing a little bit too fancy of an effect here. I think what I'm gonna have to do is like hit it with the eraser to kind of clear up the lines a little bit. And like work it that way, kind of like slowly clear up the lines and work it from inside out, so to speak. It's for don't you remember giving Valentine's Day to your friends at school? That was big Valentine's. What do they call it? Like the industrial Valentine's complex trying to gaslight you into getting you into it. No, by the way, no, I never did. Everyone in class bought their cars and put them in their decorated mailbox at school. Okay, yeah, no, like I said, that's just big industrial Valentine's Day complex trying to gaslight you. It's for they just make things up. I only gave Valentine's Day cards to people I wanted to date. Yeah, exactly. It's for everyone when you're in the third grade. It's once you're in high school, you should like know that it's not for everyone. You guys are drunk. This is me sober. Oh, by the way, this is me completely sober saying these things. So. Good times. Now the problem is finding one person who gave a Valentine's. Wait. Good times. Now the problem is finding one person to give a Valentine's Day card to. The painting I gave to the owner of the cake shop worked. She was super happy. Nice. I'm also attending a Galentine's Day dinner this week. Valentine's Day is for everyone. We'll let Jen cope with that idea. I'm okay with her believing that. If that's how you cope, it's okay. Invite me, Jen. I need to meet women. Nice. Sorry, I bought my sunshine and rainbows. I brought my sunshine and rainbows. I heard in China there's like a deficit of women. There's like not enough women per man. There's like one woman per four men in China because they just didn't make enough of them. What the? Cosmic Folks, thank you for the raid. Let me do a shout out. Fucking not knock everything over. Cosmic Folks. How's the stream? Shout out. Shout out. Cosmic Fox with a K. Bam. Done. Shout out given. How was the stream? How'd you guys do? That's some good water right there. It was awesome. I'm working through my first playthrough of Half-Life, and it's a really fun one. Oh, I think I saw that on Instagram. You were posting the stories or whatever, the reels. Nice, yeah. Half-Life 1 was a really good game for the time. What made you want to play Half-Life 1 of all games? I can't help but pop in and say hey when I see you streaming. Nice, thank you. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, no, Half-Life, that's a legendary game for sure. In terms of storytelling. I like how they never cut away from a cutscene, or for a cutscene, I guess. My camera took a dump on me, so I had to take a pause on art. Oh, I started finding some games I haven't played before. Gotcha. Have you played Half-Life 2? Because if you like Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2 is a totally different beast.
I'm not a gamer, so that's a lot, but I had played Portal. I love Valve for it. Yeah, Portal was incredible. Druid of Pines says, I've never heard of this channel before. This is awesome. Thank you, Druid of Pines. Hope you enjoy. We try to draw here. We draw and I talk smack. Black Mesa is referred in there a lot. Yeah. I think also, you know, the G-Man? The G-Man, I think you see the G-Man in the Portal a couple of times. He shows up behind some windows. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. I have always wanted to play Half-Life, but I'm not a gamer, so that isn't really where my time goes typically. Gotcha. Gaming for content gives me a good reason to finally play it. Gotcha. Yeah, Half-Life is a really good game. But if you ever get a chance to play the second Half-Life and all the DLCs, it's a spectacular game. I plan to play all of them. Yeah, you should. Definitely should. There's so many games that have no spoilers, please. Oh, who's Professor Gordon? That's the guy you're Gordon. That's the guy you play as. He's the main protagonist. I know, but he's such a mystery. I think he was a theoretical physicist in the lore. He was a theoretical physicist or something like that. He's basically a nerdy scientist that ends up saving the world. I'm not super far into the game, no spoilers. I will not tell you anything that would... I don't really remember Half-Life 1 that much. But I know Half-Life 2 like the back of my hand. I played that like maybe 10 times now. I sit down like once a year and I beat the main campaign sometimes. For the heck of it. He's just a mix of theoretical physicist and Die Hard. Basically, I was trying to play Fallout 4 again. I never finished the game. I did finish it. I did finish the main story in it. It was good. I think Fallout 4 was pretty good. Like, it definitely had some issues, but I don't think it was a bad game. I definitely think like after Starfield, and I remember I was sitting like when I started playing Starfield. You know, we were all pretty excited, right? We all thought this was going to be the kind of revolutionary. And I remember, I'm not even kidding, I had a tear roll down my face because of how bored I was. There were so many systems and it was so complicated just to go buy health packs from a city. Like, it wasn't marked well. I just hated that game so much. And the boredom got to me to where I literally just tapped out. I'm like, I can't take any more of this. So, even though the game looks spectacular, but I just did not vibe with it at all. Fallout games are also on my list of things. Yeah, just watch out for the Fallout games, because those are huge time sinks. Those are 40 hours at least. Those are at least 40, 50 hour games, each one of them. They're hard to... Yeah, they're very good games, but they kind of... They do take a while to get through. They're not like a linear campaign. You gotta and especially once you get to 4 and you start building bases and stuff, it can, if you go down the building stuff in that game rabbit hole, you're gonna end up spending crazy amounts of time in that game. Nancy says hi. Nice. Thank you, Nancy. My criteria these days is, unless the game becomes a craze, a game that everyone talks about and loves, I don't even try. I mean, I think like most good things, the things I'm excited about in the gaming industry is coming from indie studios. That's where people actually take risks, and I think like the AAA games are like very, very stale right now, but it's okay. Like, I get it. They got like teams of lawyers and investors kind of hampering creativity, and you know, how much of a risk would you take if you had a like a huge franchise on your hands? And so I think that's why a lot of them are just like very stale and boring. But the indie kind of like the single A or whatever double A games are kind of, you know, like Helldivers, I would say, is kind of in that category, a double A game that like has turned out to be like this gem of a game, right, with a whole like system and how it works, connects the whole universe. Thank you for drawing. Yeah, no problem. No problem. That's what I enjoy doing. Holiday. Wait. Nivek says, I tried playing Fallout 3, spent the first 3 hours trying to make it not crash at the startup. You know what's weird? I didn't really have any of those issues. I know that Fallout 3 is very unstable because it was built for the original Xbox, like, or the older hardware, so those are expected issues, but I didn't really have those issues. My only issue was that it kept opening in a little window, and I kept having to figure out how to like get that window to open full screen. And my ultra-wide monitor, didn't have that support, of course, so I had to like do it on this big screen, and it was a mess. But yeah, they do have some compatibility issues, but there are mods you can fix that. But if you're not a modding person, I would just tap out and go straight to 4. To be honest, I would just tap out. Like, oh, Elevator Monster looks sick. Thank you, Holiday Scented Soap. Thank you, appreciate that. Nancy says hi, everyone. Nice. I like the little guy walking into it. Yeah, we all gotta go to work, you know. I think this picture kind of captures the dread of having to go to work. You know what I mean? Like, it's got that energy. I got it though, Epic Game Store for free. I did manage to fix it. It's a cool game. Not my cup of tea though. It's understandable. It's understandable that it's not everyone's cup of tea. It is a grindy game. Like, it's longer than I thought it would be with all the DLCs. So I kind of beat like the main game, and I kind of did tap out on 3, even though it was working fine. But I got to this point where I'm like, I kind of get it. And I'm tired of like staring at. I think they're going to make a remake. I think they said there's going to be a Fallout 3 sort of revamp, kind of like they did with Oblivion, which will be kind of exciting to see like how far they push that, because Oblivion had like really good character customization options. So I'm kind of excited about that, to see what all they'll do. I'm not going to jump back into it because I just recently did the run through of 3. And I feel like I don't need to revisit it for a while, but if I'll say 4 is honestly like pretty good. I wouldn't even. I don't think you're like super missing out on anything, unless you're like a real stickler for stories and you need that kind of thing. I think 4 maybe is a little weak on the story side in some ways. But in terms of like aesthetic and stuff, it's a good game. I highly recommend 7 Days to Die, The Long Dark, Project Zomboid. Yeah, I like Project Zomboid. I think that was a really interesting game. I liked it. Like I said, I would like there to be a zombie colony builder kind of a thing. I think that would be interesting. I like the floor 262 sign. Yeah, yeah. I wanted there to be a designated floor. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try and make. I think I'm gonna try and make that out of focus too, if I can. I kind of want that background to be like a little bit out of focus. I'm gonna try and do that, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just make this out of focus, kind of, to relieve, kind of like have a setup infrastructure here, but kind of not emphasize too much on it. You know, that's why I'm like trying to do that effect, but it's kind of hard to do. So we'll kind of see if I can pull it off or not. I think I did a really good job with when I was doing the Eldritch Monster, the autofocus look. It looked really good, but I think that's because also it was in the background, so it like worked really well. In the foreground, I've never done it. It's a little bit more challenging to pull it off, to be honest. It still, to me, doesn't like really look what I'm going for. But I think it might just take like a lot of rendering time to kind of really nail that look. Like very smooth, very smooth kind of transitions. I haven't played it, but you mentioned They Are Billions. It sounds cool, especially on hard difficulty. They Are Billions is maybe one of my most favorite RTS games. It's not a standard RTS games where you're playing against AI. I mean, you are in the sense that the zombies are trying to kill you, but there's no opponent on the map. You're just growing your like kingdom until you can like handle the final wave, and you're gonna get destroyed. You just have to keep the capital alive. Yeah, They Are Billions. Like in terms of strategy games, I absolutely adore that game. I think it would have been a lot stronger if they had added like trains. Like, let's say there should have been. I wish there was a system to where like if you win a game on easy, it sets up a colony that forever transfers trains and resources to your new colonies. So there's like some kind of progression going on. I think that would have been like a lot cooler if you were like slowly building a network of sort of sustainable colonies. But the game was kind of like a little bit more basic, so I think if they ever make a sequel, that's what I would like to see, is like that kind of an idea implemented, like a persistent world that you're working on, like you're trying to carve out livable, cities. Angel says the progress on this drawing is great. Thank you, Angel. Like I said, I knew we had smart people and probably like attractive. Like those comments would only come from that kind of person. So nice, thank you. One RTS that I loved was Men of War. It's about World War II. So cool, so unique, so beautiful. Have you played Blitzkrieg? Sorry, I don't know why that took all of my brain power to get out. Yeah, Blitzkrieg was a really good game. And there's another one they're making like Blitz. It looks exactly like it, but it's got like way more infantry, and like the battles look huge. It's not like you just play these like little micro scenarios. You're welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, thank you. We were just talking about that. Do you guys consider Valentine's Day like something you only for like your, not your loved ones, but I mean like your sort of partners? Because we had a little bit of a debate on that, and I kind of don't think... I think Valentine's Day is more like for people who are like romantically interested in each other. That's what I always thought, but Jen disagrees. She's wrong, of course, but I say for friends and family as well. Oh, okay. Nice. Valentine's Day is for your girlfriend, boyfriend, in my opinion. That's how I always read it. That's how I read it. I don't know when. I don't know when they changed that. I feel like they're trying to broaden the scope of it in order to make more money. That's what I think. More of the loved ones and people you care for, but I guess it just depends on the person, right? Coolio, dude, Valentine's Day is a marketing ploy. Thank you, Coolio. Thank you, Coolio. Like I was saying, it's the big industrial Valentine's complex is what they're gaslighting us, bro. Maybe it's because we're from another country. No, I lived in the U.S. since I was 9 years old, so. That's what lonely people say? Nice. JK, laughing my ass off, my bad. I've always lived in the USA. Nice. That could be true. I'm the red Grinch of Valentine's Day. I mean, I'm happy that people are happy about it. You know what I mean? I'm okay with like people being like, I'm not a hater of it. I just always thought it was more of a romantic thing. I know it's true. Just have to tone down the edgy jokes down to a 0 in the chat. No, you're good. I didn't even think that was edgy, to be honest. To be honest, I was like, I think maybe it'll work better if I shade these objects that are supposed to be out of focus from inside out in order to not emphasize the line so much. I think maybe that's where I was going wrong. Is I'm trying to like blur the edges more, and what I needed to do is like kind of shade it from the inside, like a little gray shadow, and work my way out. I think that's what I need to do in order to kind of sell the out of focus look. But I don't know. Last time I just did the outlines and it looked great. But this is kind of a new effect that I'm trying to kind of grasp, so. Because the blur works both ways, right? Like it kind of goes, like if you like if you have blurry vision, like the thing, like the light kind of goes into it and out of it at the same time. It's just like this kind of, that could work, yeah. If you love someone, you could do it 365 days a year, not just one day. True. If you guys were my IRL friends and lived by, I'd get you candy. For the people that aren't nearby, I just want to text them Happy Valentine's Day. That's so nice to do. True. Yuri, what Valentine's Day card did you take to school? Do you remember? I had a Barbie. I think I had a Barbie. No, this was so long ago that it didn't know. I honestly never partook in any of that stuff, really. The only thing I kind of enjoyed is Halloween. That was kind of cool. I did go trick-or-treating a couple of times. But I think it's obvious that I would enjoy Halloween a little bit more than, like, the, This is the time to offload the overstock chocolates last Christmas. Right? I cyber schooled my entire life. Really? Really nice. I recall getting into trouble for not wanting to give certain boys cards. Yeah. I saw in some movies kids are given an egg by a teacher and told to look after the weekend and bring it back to school in one piece. Did you guys ever do this? I think they talked about doing something like this, but I don't think we did the egg test. We didn't do the egg test because wasn't it supposed to simulate having a baby? Like, can you bring this egg back? I'm like, don't give it to me. That egg's not coming back. It'd be even crazier if you took an egg home and it hatched and now you have a baby. It's like, okay, I didn't even sign up for this. I would have cooked it and ate it. Nice. We had to do that. That would be so funny. Just having to babysit the little chick instead of the egg. Getting in trouble in class by not making hard cards sounds like a requirement for the hopelessly romantic teacher. Yeah. Just put mine away till it was time to take it back. What if they found out about your egg secret and then, like, what if they found out about the egg and knew you lied? Like, what if you had to pass that to, like, have kids? Like, your only way to, like, be allowed to have a license to have children is to, like, pass that test, and they found out, like, years later, like, decades later after you've had children, that you lied about the egg situation, and then officers came and, like, confiscated your children? What the... You know what I mean? We can't have people lying about things like that. Imagine failing entire class since of lying about the egg. Yeah, like they strip your medical license. Like, let's say you work in the medical industry and they go, well, that was kind of a crucial thing to see if you can, like, you know, if you can't make an egg, like if you can't let an egg go through the process, like how can you take care of these patients? And like you just lose your practice as a doctor. It's like maybe you shouldn't have been running your mouth on stream, you know? The teacher made it a rule not to put names on the cards. You had to only put who it was from, and you had to walk around the room and put a card into everyone's Valentine's Day mailbox. I don't know. It's like they're forcing you to like people. I don't like that. I don't like being forced into it like that. Future Oil says, wait, Coolio says if it was the parent of that person, I would have rushed in and have that teacher removed. Home Skillet's driving again. Saturday sucks. Yeah. Coolio says, hey, Mr. Future. I hated that. I wanted to single out the boy that pulled on my pigtails. You had pigtails in school? My childhood school loved creating events. He probably liked you. My childhood school loved creating events and dances. Bro, that's so embarrassing. Dancing in front of people, that's so I couldn't do that. That's so embarrassing. I don't know how people can dance unironically. Like, I don't know how they do it. It's so embarrassing. It's so, like, cringe. I just can't do it. I asked AI and it said it's called Egg Baby Project, Egg Drop Project. My mom asked every day why my pigtails were so messed up. Oh, he kept doing it? I used to be in dance class and I had to perform in front of the parents when I was younger. It was a terrible experience. I bet, yeah. It's super, like, I don't want to dance. Like, don't make me dance. I remember they made us dance at Walmart. Like, when I worked there, they had, like, this morning dance. And I'm like, okay. Like, it's already, like, I'm already, like, at the... Don't make me dance. You know what I mean? I already work at Walmart. Don't make me do a little dance before I begin my embarrassing shift. Every year I had to learn 5 different dances. I don't even like talking to the girl. I didn't even like talking to the girls, so I had to dance tango with them. Nice. I heard that vets can sleep heavily. Wait, that vets can sleep heavily in a noisy place and sometimes sleepwalks. Is that true? Oh, veterans? Yeah, because there's so much noise and stuff. Walmart dance session? Yeah. It was embarrassing. Slipknot fan says, we had to do an egg baby project here in England? Really? Nice. After that, I spent 10 years working in nightclubs, bar shows. I managed to do all that without ever dancing. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this effect, by the way. I think I'll get it. I think I'll get it. I think I'm kind of on the right brain, like, kind of wavelength. think I'm on the right path. In our groceries here, they have to chant a certain phrase when a certain sound plays on the PA system. Bro, the things they do to the poor, like the things that the poor have to do to make the minimum wage is just unforgivable. It's just insane. It's like, I don't know, it's just like, why can't I just be miserable when I work? That's why Latinos have rhythm. Start them young. Remember singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer during Christmas season? But that's it. We didn't dance. In Brazil, there are many different dance cultures. Oh, 1 second, guys. 1 second. I might have to go 1 second. Alright, I have to go because my guy's here. We gotta go pick up the vinyl siding. Like I said, I didn't know how long I was gonna be able to stream for. I didn't know if it was gonna be like 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. But yeah, my guy's here. We're gonna go fix my siding on the house and go pick up the materials. So I have to skedaddle, but I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, or maybe I'll jump on later tonight. I don't know, but yeah, it's just unfortunate. I gotta fix my house, and he's available. So anyway, sorry, I gotta go. I'll see you guys either tomorrow or later tonight. Most likely tomorrow. Great stream though. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, you guys have a good one. But I gotta go for today. Thank you, Samantha. Appreciate that. Good luck with the siding on the house. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, everyone. All right, I'm just gonna stop streaming. You guys have a good one. Bye.